Hey there, everybody. I'm Gary, and welcome to Physical Format Rock and Roll. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining me tonight. This is another one of those vinyl threads, and this was started by my friend Chris Propfe over at Chris Propfe's Musically Obsessed. And I'm not going to say anything else nice about Chris right now because I've been saying so much about him lately that I'm afraid he's going to start to think of me as a stalker. So I will refrain from doing anything like that right now. But I will say, definitely, if you haven't checked out his channel, to please go over, check out his channel and subscribe to him. So he has a contest, right? Not a contest, just a vinyl thread about it's called Feed My Vinyl Addiction, where he wants us to name 5 albums that we think would be good for your collection. So when he said that, of course, I'm thinking, well, I don't want to name 5 albums that I think everybody's probably already have. I'm not going to say, Led Zeppelin 4 and Fleetwood Mac Rumors, something like that. But at the same time, I didn't want to do anything too weird or crazy. And I also wanted to try to pick a few different type things. I didn't want to do like all heavy metal and hard rock. I wanted to mix it up a little bit, like I try to do on my show. So anyway, I know, shut up. Here we go. The first one that I picked is Panorama from the Cars. This one, I know a lot of people have Cars albums by the Cars, and Cars. They have automobiles too that they drive. But this album, I've never heard anything on the radio off of it, like on classic rock or anything like that. I rarely hear anybody talk about it. So I thought I would suggest this. It's definitely their most new wave sounding album that they did, in my opinion. And I've always liked it. I've always thought it was a pretty unique album. So that's the first one I'm going to throw out there. Next is Samantha Fish, Kill or Be Kind. I believe this came out in 2019. This is a nice album here. It's she's a singer and guitar player, and it's blues, blues rock, pop, a little bit of soul. Nice little mixed bag here. It's I like this album. It's fun. I'd recommend that if you don't already have it. Here's another one. Probably a lot of you will have this one, but some of you won't. This is Give the People What They Want by the Kinks. This is from the early 80s. This is probably easily one of their most rocking albums. And I think it's a great song, great album from start to finish. Really solid. If you don't have this one by the Kinks, this would be a nice one to add, I think. Here's one that just came out last year. I've shown this before, but this is Made of Rain by the Psychedelic Furs. And I just think this is a very unique album. It's definitely one that a mood type album, when you're in a mood for this thing. It's very atmospheric, and it's just, well, I mean, and most of you have heard of the Psychedelic Furs, but I'm guessing that probably not too many of you have, their latest outing, and I just think it's pretty good. It's a, pretty good, strong album, and I would recommend it, picking it up. And then number 5 is All Fired Up by Fastway. This is their second album, and I know a lot of people, they talk about the first album, which is a great album. I love that first Fastway album. This one, maybe not quite as strong as the first album, but still just an ass-kicking record pretty much from start to finish. This has some really great moments on it too. Of course, you got Dave King, who went on to join Flogging Molly. Fast Eddie Clarke for Motorhead. This is the last Fastway album that Jerry Shirley played drums on. The next album, Waiting for the Roar, he was not the drummer anymore, and it shows. It's different, definitely a different type album. But this one, all fired up. This is just a good hard rock album. I'm going to pretend that I'm Aaron Mitha Alamir right now. And by the way, if any of the albums I shown Aaron does not have, I should get extra points for that, because he has, like, I think 457,000 albums. I've talked about this before. I did a show on it, Cherie Curie's album, Boulevards of Splendor. I just really think this is just a good record that I think a lot of you out there would like. You'd really enjoy it if you don't already have it. Just a good mix of rock, pop, punk, you know, new wave, everything in here, 60s, bubblegum almost. It's just a good, solid album. Anyway, those are my choices. Once again, if you haven't checked out Chris's channel, Chris Propfe, Musically Obsessed, by all means, go check him out. I'm not going to say anything else good about him, but go check out his channel. Till the next time, see you down the road.